Hello and welcome to the second round of the Music City Open. This is the back nine at Cane Ridge Disc Golf Course. We've got a great card today. Will Schusterick, Jacob Henson, Telly, and Logan Bowers. Here today, I have with me Will McCaskill. How's it going, Will?
It's going pretty good, man. Just itching to see if we can separate some scores here on the back nine.
Yeah. After the front nine, we have everyone hanging somewhat around even. We've got Jacob and Telly over par at 1 over, and then Logan at -1 and Will at -2. Front nine is definitely a little bit tougher than the back nine. The back nine, these guys really want to tear up, maybe be a few down. 3 to 4 down is what these guys are shooting for in the back nine.
Yeah, all these holes are basically, if you hit your line and execute, you can get to the basket.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
lots of stuff can go wrong between A and B, but there is a shot at a 2 on a lot of these holes.
And hole 10 right here is very intimidating. It's a tight gap from tee to basket. To the right, we have dense woods, and to the left, there's a valley that you're likely getting a 5 if you kick to the left. And Will's actually going to sneak out of bounds on the road behind the basket. That's another obstacle you can't see on the video, but he's going to be out of bounds for about 30 feet.
Yeah, it's not far behind that basket where that road comes through.
Yeah, for sure.
And the terrain is weird. It's kind of down and up, and lots of guardian trees.
Logan on that left side, going to forehand. Forehand definitely a great play on this hole. Just finishing a little bit right, maybe being able to watch the gap as you throw your shot.
He's got a nice open putt.
Yep. Kelly, very
Also
smooth
looking
up
good.
shot.
Yep.
Will, from going out of bounds from 30 feet, not the way he's going to want to start the back nine. Jacob, sneaks
Man.
out the back of the basket. Catching the backside. That was quite the putt.
Yeah, it gave Logan a heck of an opportunity to advance right there.
Yep. Will's going to take a bogey, and Jacob with the par. And Telly with the par. No birdies on hole 10, but like I said, it's not the easiest hole.
And anything can happen at Cane.
Hole 11 is going to be our first par 4 on the back nine. 534 feet through a tight gap off the tee. Opens up a little bit, and then you have these guardian cedar trees at the end of the hole.
This is a very challenging fairway. Terrain, obstacles.
And Logan just crushes a forehand. He's going to be putting for the eagle too.
That's amazing.
That's an insane shot from Logan. We've seen Telly park this hole before. Just cuts that left side a little bit. That's easy to do on this hole.
It's really fun to watch guys that have a lot of power and snap on their sidearm like that.
Yeah, for sure.
They can really shape lines that you wouldn't think would come out of a sidearm shot.
Then Jacob, that's a very smooth play to be right out in the middle. Hopefully an easy 3. Hole 11, if your drive is clean, you're likely to get the birdie 3.
Oh, yeah.
Then Will just a little bit low out of his hand, but he's going with a big hyzer over the trees. That's a great play on this upshot. Spikes right by the basket. Getting a little bit of roll. Might not be a good position if it rolls in the cedars, but he's okay. He's right in the open.
That's putting.
Telly, he's in those dense woods. Those woods are really rough if you get in there. It's really tough to save a 3, but he does his best effort. He'll be putting.
That little Page Pierce maneuver, falling forward from the knee.
And Logan gives a good run for 2. That would have been a crazy eagle. Still a good 3 to get.
Absolutely.
Telly from 40 feet. He's going to be off that left side. That's his miss today. He's just been a little bit off. Not sure what it is, but hopefully he can bounce back and make some putts. Will, he's going to get his birdie save. That was a great scramble.
That was a very bold maneuver to get to the green.
Good birdie from Jacob. And Telly's going to tap in his par, hopefully. Yep, good putt. And,
As well it ends well.
yep. Hole 12 is our island hole on the course besides hole 1. It's a fun hole. You go out of the woods for most of the hole, and then it opens up onto the road. Then about a 30-foot island you have to hit.
It's interesting, too, because the way that the fairway progresses, it's kind of, you don't get a good view or of the scope of how open it is by the basket from where you're throwing from.
It's often scary because you can't see your disc land, so sometimes you don't know whether you're in or out of bounds.
Right.
And Jacob's going to be left. That's actually a miss to have if you're not confident in the shot. Just goes left. It'll be safe. It skips off the road often. Will, he looks like he's in great position on the island. Telly looking to get a birdie here.
Looks good.
That looks like a
Looks
great
real
shot.
good.
Woo!
If he's not parked, I'm shocked.
Oh, he's actually out of bounds.
No way.
Super unfortunate break. That was a great shot from Telly. Just unfortunate to land out of bounds. And Logan barely sneaking it over the curb.
That's another thing is you got those chunky curves right in front of your island.
Yep. And Jacob from about 50 feet. That's a good run. I believe we missed Telly's. One of Telly's shots, and that's an unfortunate miss from him.
You're right. He has been just a little bit left all day.
Yep. He's going to be coming back. I believe this is for double bogey. Not what you're expecting on hole 12. Hole 12's basically a birdie or a bogey because if you stay in bounds, you're likely making your putt. But if you don't, you're going to a drop zone, and that's about 70 feet. It's a tough make, and likely you're going to be tapping in for 4.
Will continuing to separate himself at the front.
Yep, Logan staying along with him. Jacob at even. Telly at 3 over. Maybe a little bit frustrated with his round, but he's still got golf left. Hole 13, 258. This is a hole with many options. Will hits the main tree, the big
was riding
tree.
that line, yeah.
Yep. A lot of these guys are going to go with the forehand here, especially with Logan and Telly on the card.
This is the thing I think that happens to a lot of the big guns on Cane Ridge Advanced Course is, you play the front 9, and I think a lot of people are excited to have a little bit of a reprieve on the back 9 as far as distance goes, but it's no less technical, man, and if you allow yourself to relax too much, you've still got a lot of things that can separate you from the pin on all these holes, distance or no.
Absolutely, and you can see hole 13 taking a toll on our players here on the Chase card.
On all those trees, you might be looking at one tree, and in your line of sight, there might be 3 more stacked up right behind it that you're not anticipating.
Yeah. And we've got a pretty fast green here. If you hit the ground, you can expect to slide a good 15 feet.
Yeah.
Telly from the woods trying to save his 3. Oh, what a great run. Just a little high.
A lot of this dirt on these greens inside the woods here is real sandy and loose. So this can move around a little bit after they make contact.
Surprising miss from Jacob up the hill. We're looking 2 bogeys most likely. Hole 13, 258 feet, but it's technical. Will, that's a good par for him.
Yeah. Tough battle to get to the pin on this one.
Yeah. We're going into hole 14, another par 4 in the back 9. This one is as technical as it gets.
Yeah, tell me about it. Look at that. It's straight uphill, and then you've got to skirt around a chasm. It's like mini Grand Canyon on the right side right there.
The better side to be is the left side. It sets up a backhand hyzer. The right side is pinched off, makes it a really tough line.
If you end up too far on the edge on the right, you're looking at throwing an overhand just to get back up the hill towards the pin.
Absolutely. So we got Will hugging the right side a little bit and Logan on the left. Jacob going forehand here.
And that tree might have helped him a little bit there. I think he might end up with a little bit of a better look.
Absolutely. And Telly looking to recover from the last few holes. Oh, and a roll. That is super unfortunate. So he's looking for a big shot here.
Gosh, that tree got him before it even came out of his hand.
Yeah. Wow, that is a great
way
shot.
Way to come back.
Standstill, yeah. Puts a lot of power on it. Gets it up there for a putt. Possibly save the par. Logan, he's just going to lay up, take his
Skip it
par.
right up in there.
Yep.
Know what he's looking forward to.
That's a surprising miss from
That's
Telly.
a hard place to be, man. You got trees in a line in front of you.
Yeah. Jacob, wow, that's a great run for
Yeah.
birdie. Hopefully Telly save his bogey.
Yeah.
Just a little low.
Hard to expect a whole lot out of a look like that. I mean, look what they're putting through.
Yeah. Definitely some tight lines if you're not on the right side of the basket.
You can end up with a spot to putt through that's the size of the head of a needle.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of these smaller trees here are just really close trees. Yeah, hole 14 playing left for these guys. Few pars. So after 14, we've got -3, 1 over, 6 over, and -2. And we have a word from our sponsor, Disc Golf Instruction.
Very cool.
Yep. Hole 15, a steep downhill slope the entire fairway.
Yes. You're going to see a lot of guys disking down on this hole.
Yeah, lots of smooth putter shots. You want to land short of the basket, slide a little bit, but both sides of this fairway are very dense with trees.
Yeah, little thick, little tiny, thin, spindly trees too. So, with a low ceiling.
Yeah, you can be 20 feet away with no look.
Yeah.
Jacob, that was a very smooth shot.
Absolutely.
That should
Right
be
where you wanna
fairly
be.
close. Telly, smooth forehand.
Get in.
Also looking spectacular.
Yeah, we've got some great shots on hole 15.
Nice.
Logan just going a little bit long. That's an uphill look. That takes a lot of power.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot less scary than putting down. It's a death putt any more from 20 feet. and it's
Yeah,
scary.
you're almost just trying to drop it into the basket.
Exactly. Telly getting a nice birdie there. That's a great putt.
Wow, he really went for that. That's a bummer.
Yep. Jacob putting all his effort into that putt just off the cage.
Great line, just a little bit low. And Will sinking it.
That's a
Feels
great
good.
putt. Yep. Hole 15 playing fairly well for these
Yeah.
guys.
That's kind of the outcome that you hope for on these shorter holes.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of shorter holes, we have hole 16. Definitely a forehand friendly hole. Just bending a little bit right the whole way through these tight trees, and there's a slope at the end. So kind of want to throw something slower so it doesn't skip down into the abyss down at the right.
Your mental game can really deteriorate on a series of holes like this because it's obviously it's reachable if you hit your line, but there's so many things that can knock you off course, and if you don't execute, you're getting punished for sure, and it doesn't feel good. It's not a happy place.
Absolutely. And interesting to see Will go with forehand and Telly go with backhand.
Yeah, that's a switcheroo. Loop diddy loop.
Yeah, for sure. Logan goes with forehand. That's primarily what you're going to see on this hole.
Yeah. It kind of screams forehand.
Yep.
Unless you're me and you don't have a forehand.
Jacob with his A2 spiking right by the basket. What a great shot. Played the ground just perfectly, land just left of the basket. He knows it's going to skip a little bit. Will up the hill. He put a lot of height on that.
Yeah, and he had the right line too.
Yep.
Just a little bit too high. But
Yep.
how do you tell? I mean, I don't even know what the grade is on that slope, but
Right. Logan making a great putt for birdie.
for sure.
And Jacob just a mere tap in for his birdie.
Like ordering a pizza.
Yep. And we're going to have 3 birdies and 1 par.
Telly back under par. Going around. Good to see. We love Telly.
Hole 17, very tight tunnel, 268 feet.
Look at that. It's like a catwalk.
Absolutely. And you want to, this is another hole where ground play has a big effect. Land short, slide it up there. A lot of these guys are going to be throwing mid-range up the gap.
Yeah, it's a backhand, mid-range, just as you see, Logan.
Hearing that line.
Yeah, man. Oh, that left side's scary.
Yeah, squeaking it through those trees. That's a great shot. Jacob hugging that left with an amazing kick.
Woo! Minor course correction.
Yeah, that's a great shot. A little bit of luck. Will
Perfect.
crushing it, throwing that putter. That's the one unfortunate tree. It's just kind of in the middle, left side, but unfortunate to hit that.
This is slightly uphill, too. So you see a couple of these guys getting out their putters and trying to drive, and you're just losing some distance on that slightly uphill slope.
For sure. And Will, he's going to have a tester for his par.
Yep.
Telly getting
Nice
his
line.
par. It's a good save. Logan, just going a little bit long. Should be, yep, good birdie.
How frustrating is that? You see a basket that's like 200 feet away, and it's like, but there's so much they can stop.
Yeah, that's Cane Ridge for you. Just insanely tight lines. You know, even on a short hole like this, Will had a 30-footer for par. You know, Jacob's gonna take his birdie. That's good. But yeah, hole 17, not the easiest hole.
I think the beauty of Cane Ridge is that, you know, in the Nashville area, you usually get your choice between, we'll go ahead and talk about 18 courses.
Yeah, 18, another 90-degree turn. Basically, you want to go down the left side for most of these guys. I think Logan's going to show us a different line going straight at it.
Yeah, there's a local route right between those two trees.
Yep. And Jacob, even though he's not local, he's going the local route.
I've had some success there, even though I don't have a big arm. You have a 350-foot shot. Straight through those trees, you can get to the other slope.
Yeah. Definitely cuts off some distance, as you see Telly trying to go around.
And that's where you don't want to be.
Yeah.
The abyss.
Right where him and Logan are. Not the best shot to be. And Will, he's going to take the conventional turnover. Oh, it looked great until it clipped something.
You can still end up in the bad place.
Right. That's the challenge of 18. Any line you take, you can kick right down that hill, and it is not a good spot to be.
But as I was saying, I think the beauty of Cane Ridge is that, you know, in our area, you get a choice between short technical courses and long open courses, and you don't get see a whole lot of long technical courses like Cane Ridge. So to see the best players in the world playing here is really fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Will, tough spot, going with the tomahawk. He's going to be about 20 feet away, punting for his
He's
par.
eligible for a putt, yeah.
Hole 18 is one of the tougher birdies on the course, just because, you know, risk reward. Do you want to go down the middle to likely have a higher chance of birdie, but also a higher chance of bogey? Just a lot of decisions going into this hole.
To me, the outside line it requires so much finesse that the straight route is almost less intimidating to me.
Interesting, yeah. And Jacob, he's going to take the birdie. That's very impressive. And we're going to have Logan and Telly finishing their round with bogeys. Yep.
Yeah, this is one of those holes. You end up in that hole, man. You're not looking at anything good in your spot.
Absolutely.
Wrapping it up.
Yeah. After 18 holes, Will and Jacob and Logan putting up solid rounds. Maybe not exactly where they want to be, but they're fine with it. Telly struggling out there a little bit.
This is his scores too, man.
Yeah.
He usually just so
Yep. Maybe just
great golfers, great golf.
Yep. Maybe just a little off on the putt, off the forehand, but we had a great time watching round 2 chase card at the Music City Open. Will Schusterick, Jacob Henson, Ryan Telly Bretell, and Logan Bowers. This is me and Will McCaskill, Harper Disc Life Productions. Thanks for watching and tune in to round 3.
Thanks for having me, Harper.